I've been receiving quite a few questions about this Summer of Cases, how it works, how you can take part, and what costs are involved. So let's dive in and talk about all of this. Hi, my name is Kai Hermann. I'm a radiologist from Berlin, and together with my team, we have set up Berlin Case Viewer and also our new platform opencases.net. And we are here to bring you interesting cases from all parts of the world with the help of our network of radiology and rheumatology experts. So how does it work? Summer of Cases is basically a collection of 28 cases. They are arranged in this grid of tiles that you can reach on the website that I link up here, and also they are published on our social media channels like Instagram and LinkedIn. So if you look at this matrix, you can see there is one case already revealed. That's our first case that was published on July 2nd. And as there is today, now July 6th, there's time for the next case, case number 2. So first you need to find the number 2 in this tile, which is here. And also, as a hint, there is some slight shadow behind this tile, so you always find it very easily. You click on it, so you see the preview image, you see the title of this case, the case author, and also a short text explaining the case and introducing the case. Here you also have the button to access the full scrollable case. You click it, and the case opens in a new tab. So here we have the medical history that you can read, and you see it's a 3-year-old boy, and there's more history given. Then we have our case. You can enlarge the images, you can adjust the brightness if this should be necessary, and you go through this case series by series. So here you see the next one, which you can scroll. So this is a 3-dimensional representation of the SPECT scan. You see the planar bone scan images, and then you can also compare with MRI. So for instance, you could open the X-ray and then click the split view button and compare it with the MRI scan. So you might get an idea on what's going on, because we see here there's some lesion in the ileum that we also could see on this X-ray image. So also I need to mention that this works nicely on a mobile device. So you can navigate our interface with a touch of a finger. You can go through the slices as I've shown you on the desktop computer. And as I said, you can always use the finger in order to scroll through these images. So advancing through the case as it would be done in any other DICOM viewer, you can also touch and hold on the images in order to scroll through the images. And again, when you need it, you can always split the screen and open more images for comparison. At some point, there is this question mark, and in most of the cases there are more image series after this question, but they are not ready for you to view right now, as you first need to answer the question. So opening the question gives you an easy question. What's the most likely diagnosis, so you can make your choice. So here this type of question allows only one correct answer. For instance, if we think about malignant areas, we have the option of Ewing sarcoma or osteosarcoma. Osteomyelitis might be a differential, but I think in this case it's eosinophilic granuloma. You click it, and then you get immediate feedback. You get the green check mark at the question symbol. You get it here. You get the feedback text according to your answer. And what you can then see is, for instance, here, that's a time gap. So there is a follow-up MRI examination that you can see here 10 years later. So there was long-term follow-up after chemotherapy performed. We have written it also here in more detail. and you can now see how this tumor has been cured over the time. So if you compare it, you can easily see that there's no residuum of any sorts here in the bone remaining. And also at the end we have provided texts on what we can see on the images, what you can learn out of the case, and who contributed the case to our collection. As a special feature, some of our cases, they also feature overlay drawings. So that means this button, which you could not use previously, is now activated, and you can see the lesion highlighted. We only do this if the lesion is really difficult to see. Otherwise, it's a lot of work to do it for all the images. And basically, that's what you can learn out of this. So what does it cost? It costs absolutely nothing. Also, you do not need to enter your personal data in order to answer the question, and also to access the case, you do not need to enter anything. If you, however, would like to be announced whenever a new case comes up, then you can click the Sign Up button, and this brings you to this short form where you can enter your details, and then we will email the new case each Monday and each Thursday to your email inbox. So I hope this was informative for you, and there are many more cases coming. And in case you have one in your archives that you would like to present, then just email me and we will sort it out. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next time.